Hello, everybody. I'm just so glad to be here today, and I'm so glad to have my good friend, Mr. Richard Gallion, who's a very good playwright, wrote an excellent play called Living Without Love. Has been in tons of plays, and he writes his own plays, produces them. He was also in Black Coffee. Right? Some of the movies, tell me some of the movies you've been in.
Black Coffee, Transformers 4.
You was in
We
Transformers?
just
Oh, okay.
we just got through filming this movie, Nothing Like Thanksgiving, and then I've been working on my own TV series.
Oh, is that right?
Desperate, yeah.
Oh, okay. And the reason I'm interviewing him, part of what our show does is we try to interview people that are making an impact in community, especially African Americans that have penetrated and got into show business and are trying to do theater and doing an excellent job. Now, this play, Living Without Love, what is it about?
That's the Father's Day show. It talks about the absence of a father and how important it is. That was actually the first show I ever wrote, and it had a great impact on the community. And I've been doing, I had multiple shows since then. Like I had Living Without Love, Desperate, Desperate 2, When Silence Screams. But I decided to bring this back for this Father's Day, and I'm doing it for free for the community.
Wow. Where can somebody go? Because we're Facebook Live, they can go and see this. When is this going to happen?
It airs on Father's Day, June 17th. It's going to be at Apostolic Church in Morgan Park, Apostolic Church at Pentecost in Morgan Park on the 114th to Vincennes. And I'm doing it absolutely free for the community. I feel like Father's Day is the most neglected day that we have because we don't have many of them out there.
Wow.
And this show, it touches on substance abuse. It touches on the gang bangers. It touches on the young rejected. It touches on quite a few things. And so I decided to make it a free show just to be able to
The
give
whole
back.
production's free.
The whole show is free. And the ones who have first right to entrance are the drug addicts, the gang bangers, the children. I'm letting them in free right away before anyone. But people who do have access to a computer, they do have to register on Eventbrite. And again, they can register for free. Now, if they want to give a donation, they can, but I'm making it absolutely free for everyone.
Now, your ministry is, I've never been at a play where they had an altar call and 300 young men and young ladies got saved. So I'm just wondering, what inspired you to write these plays? I know you had some issues with your dad. I saw the play Desperate. That's the one I saw. Man, that play was off the chain. It was jam-packed. I saw some shots. I thought it was real shooting, but, acting, but it got me with that. But it was really good. And what moved me was the people that came to Christ. What gave you that idea?
Honestly, this is not something I thought I'd be doing. This was more, it was prophesied like when I was like 12 years old. And I was just reminded of the prophecy after the first show.
Wow.
And yeah, but this something that was prophesied, saying that I would be doing ministry with the entertainment and I would have a great impact, and yeah, so this is just a prophetic word that's just coming to life.
Now, there might be somebody listening. I have a lot of young people that work with me. I got a young lady I'm going to be interviewing that she has a lot of people that want to get into acting and want to get into directing. The reason I'm doing this show is because I want to try to partner with Tesu. He has a good show that's on Good Times. It's called, I think it's called Good Times. Good Time Kids, yeah. And he does production, and I want to try to get, especially people of color involved in the theater and doing the movies and in the behind the scenes. How does somebody get involved, and how could somebody that's watching maybe audition for one of your plays?
I would say study the craft first and make sure it's something that you really want to do. One thing I find that's common in the urban theater world, is even the urban independent film world, is that you have a lot of people who like the idea of being an actor or an actress, and they want to just jump into it as if it's just that easy when it's really not. It takes a lot of studying, it takes a lot of sleepless nights, it takes a lot, it costs, you have to pay for classes, and I think it's wise to do that. And the reason why I think that's so important for the African American community, because that way white America will start to take us a little bit more serious. When they say that we're doing this little church play or this church show, we're doing this little film, right then and there you degraded it by calling it little. And they just don't take it as serious, because They come as people who haven't been professionally trained. The writing is not good, directing is not good, the acting is not good, and they take it as a joke. So I tell people before they say, hey, this is something I want to do, make sure it's something that you really want to do. Because what I'm not going to do is waste my time trying to help someone that don't really want to help themselves. Like I said, people like the idea of it, but it's more to just claiming a title. You have to be it. You know, it's almost like if you take, and I may get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna just say it. If you take 80% of the African American women growing up in Chicago from 17 years old up to like 25, 26 years old, each one of them have the title model.
Model,
and for
yeah.
what?
Right.
It's not modeling. You know,
Right.
showing your butt is not modeling. You know, but it's the idea of being a model. And it's the same thing when it comes to acting. You know, people like the idea of it, but I would say invest in yourself. Make sure it's something you want to do. Take classes, and don't just look for someone to just put you in the production. You know, just because you say it's something you want to do or you just young. You know, if you have the potential, grow on your potential. You know.
And I know you're not looking to go to Hollywood. I mean, you're looking to go wherever, but you're doing it yourself. That's why I want to try to help you. I know it's hard out there trying to get parts and a lot of people of color. You know, but I saw you on Empire. I think you've been on Chicago Fire. Seems like you've been doing pretty good. How if somebody that's listening that wants to get into acting, and maybe, what would you tell them? How could they get started?
Again,
I ain't never been on Chicago Fire. I mean, that was good, bro.
But here's the thing. I didn't just jump into acting and just get on Chicago PD. I didn't just jump into acting and just get on Empire. It took years of studying the craft and becoming the master at it. Like, I'm good at a lot of things, but I don't want to just be good at a lot of things and a master at none. You know, so although I'm good at a lot of things, I want to master the craft of acting, of writing, of directing. And it just took years of it. And because I've been so focused on it and, you know, just going through the hardships of it throughout the years, you know, doors start to open. It's like you reap what you sow. And whatever work you put into, you'll start to see the benefits of it. But in the difference, I think the difference between me and a lot of people that's involved in my production company is that we're not just motivated to act. You know, we're more passionate about acting. Because if acting was something that I can do for the rest of my life and not have to worry about money, that's exactly what I would do. You know, so, but I just decided to chase my passion. And all the things that people motivated for acting, like with the fame, the money, the jewelry, you know, that's what people chase, the motivation to be an actor. But when you chase your passion, those things that they chase will chase you. You know, so I just chase the passion and things open.
And so this is, listen, we really want to get behind this brother and try to help him. Like if somebody wanted to give a donation or sow a seed, where could they just to help? Because you're doing this production for free. Who's paying for it?
I am.
Oh, you just, so you're doing the show, you wrote the show, you're going to do the whole show, and everything is free, and you're just doing it for Father's Day.
Yeah, it's, I feel like wherever you want power at, you need to pray for it and sow seeds into it. So I pray for my community, and I'm sowing seeds into it, and I reap a greater benefit.
Listen, everybody that is a father or going to be a father, we want you to try to get to, his plays are not like you think. I mean, they're very different. I would advise you to try to get to this play. I think it's going to be awesome. And what's the contact information if somebody want to get you or try to send you a donation or something like that?
If they want to send a donation, they can just go to the Eventbrite, which is livingwithoutLove.eventbrite.com. Or if they have Chase Quick Pay, it's just Richard Gallion. Gallion is spelled Gallion at yahoo.com. And that's just for the cash app, for everything. It's just Richard Gallion.
Listen, I want you guys that are listening, you got to go get this. Got to go get this. You got tapes and stuff you sell too? Because I bought a tape one time.
Yeah, I will be selling the
good.
DVDs to Desperate. Although I just wrote Desperate into a TV series, and we just filmed the first episode. It's a 45-minute episode. Yeah, wow. And I have.
When is that going to be released?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
Not sure yet. Yeah, and even while we was filming, we had different. I can't say the names.
Right.
We had different networks to reach out.
Okay.
In terms of picking it up, but you know, I ain't desperate to sell it. You know, whoever give the best deal, whoever allowed me to keep the creative control, whether it's a big network or a very small network, that's what I'm going with.
Listen, you've been talking to Richard Gallion. You got to come see this production. Now your son is in
Chicago Med.
Oh, wait a minute. Your son's an actor? I didn't even know nothing about that.
Oh yeah, man.
What
my son about to make me retire.
For real? Is he a regular?
No, he filmed for 2 weeks straight on Chicago Med. He had a pretty big role for an episode, and he landed a role in a movie, For the Love of Christmas, which comes out soon. And yeah, he's actually one of the stars on Desperate, the TV series. My 10-year-old son,
10-year-old.
10 years old. He makes his own money.
Wow.
He makes his own money, and I just put it up for him.
Wow.
Yeah, my son, I train him. You know, he's been in them acting classes.
Are you doing any training classes or doing any training productions?
Yeah, I do whole acting classes. I'm finishing up one now. I'm finishing one up now. It was called The Process.
Okay.
And everybody love to cheat the process.
Right.
You know. And
I hear you.
You'll forfeit your future trying to cheat that process. So
I know that's right. Listen, I want everybody that's listening, those on Facebook and some of our brothers that are in Africa, they can't come. If you're in the city, please come support. Watch this. It's a free production. Lord have mercy. Free. It costs nothing. Rich is producing it, wrote it, and he wants to sow a seed and give it to the fathers because he's got some really powerful information at the play. The play is awesome. So listen, we want to see you guys there. My name is Reggie. I'm interviewing Mr. Richard Gallion right here on Interactions. See you there.